Hey YouTube. Ooh. Try that again. Hey YouTube, I'm back again, this time with a bit of a collection within my collection. It's quite a while since I've done one of these, and I actually did this a few years ago and it never turned out well, and I ended up not posting it. I think I actually got as far as uploading it, but I just wasn't happy, so it never got posted. Anyway, I'm going to do my video CD collection. I was talking a little bit about video CDs in my previous pickup videos. I thought, you know what, maybe it's a time to have a second attempt at going through my video CD collection. I'm going to firstly go through the few music titles I have, the even fewer TV shows, and then the rest are all movies. A good chunk of these movies, maybe not a good chunk, but quite a few, were purchased in the YMCA charity shop in Middlesbrough probably a year or two ago. I seemed to get a load in all at once, and the majority of them were imported, it would seem, and I think some of them, their authenticity or legitimacy might be in question. Certainly not all of them, but there might be a few that look a little suspect, I think. Although all the discs, none of the discs are burnt discs. They're all seemingly pressed discs. But anyway, we'll tackle them as and when we come across them. So firstly, music. So I have David Bowie, the video collection. There's been a 2-disc CD, video CD edition. This quite clearly with the rating there's a UK. Most of these are from the UK, but then you've got a list of music videos from the 70s, I guess, through to the actually only as far as 1990. This was probably a very early 90s release by the looks of it. But yeah, enjoy that one a lot. Been a big Bowie fan for many a year. This one is my latest pickup as far as video CDs are concerned. This is Duran Duran Decade. Once again, it is a collection of music videos, which I would be under the assumption that is Duran Duran's first decade of video singles. Another, I think this might be a documentary, I'm not sure, although it could be a documentary mixed in with music videos from what I can remember, unless there's another one that I'm missing, that I'm thinking of, I should say. Kate Bush, The Whole Story, up to 1994. Another good one there. This is one I've not watched. It's a live concert of Pink Floyd. Again, 2-disc set. I'm going to assume this is a UK release, although I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's a live concert. It's a 2-disc again. I can't remember if I just said that or not. I probably just did. Another live Queen, Champions of the World. I mean, who doesn't love Queen? This was, I think, probably the first VCD I ever rebought. I absolutely love this. This is The Infected, which is the video album of their Infected album from 1980 something. I think I originally had this on VHS back in the day, and then when I got my CDI, Philips CDI in 93 or 94, I got this, and then of course it went when I sold it with all my other VCDs, and this is one of the few I really regretted selling, and it was the first one that I got back. Tina Turner, Simply the Best, 94, the video collection. And again, a list of music videos. Really enjoy those, for the most part at least. And U2 Rattle and Hum. I must confess I have never seen this, and I also own it on HD DVD. To be fair, I was never the biggest U2 fan. I do enjoy some of their music, but some of it also not so much. And then on to the, I think, 4 TV titles, unless I've missed some in the pile. So I've got The New Statesman. This been the 3rd series. I believe this is it 3 or 4 discs? I would imagine it'll be 3. 6 episodes, 2 episodes per disc. Yeah, it's 3 discs. Back in the day when this was a thing, this series, most sitcoms of the day only had 6 episodes. It was just a standard thing for a sitcom to have 6 episodes. So it would make sense that there would be 2 episodes on a disc to make up near enough an hour. Video CDs, I think, fit about 80 minutes, thereabouts. Pretty much the same length as music they would hold, which means most movies don't fit on a disc. But as far as TV shows, half-hour TV shows at least, you wouldn't get 3 episodes on one disc. This is a bit of an anomaly. It is Yes Minister, and actually that probably explains it right there. It says 3 episodes. It's 2 discs, so it must be a half series, and it's 3 episodes over 2 discs. There are 2 discs in there, because I checked. Because when I picked it up, I looked at it, I thought, 3 discs? That can't be 3 discs. And I looked again and said, oh no, it's only 2 discs. But there are 2 discs in there. I don't think this is from the UK. I don't know that for sure. Oh, maybe it is. There's what looks like a U certificate there. So it could be. Then we have The Amazing Adventures of Mr. Bean. This is a single disc, and it's just 2 of the specials. Mr. Bean specials were always, well, for the most part at least, a half hour. Were they on ITV or BBC? I can't. It says they're Thames, so it must have been ITV, which would make them 22, 24 minutes, something like that. Once you put the adverts, or remove the adverts from the half hour of the show. What are the ones on there? Mr. Bean and The Return of Mr. Bean, so they must have been the first 2. Then The Exciting Escapades of Mr. Bean. These were both released on VHS, but I think there was 2 or 3 others as well from this set, all with different colours, pretty much similar artwork, but with different colours on the background. So yeah, we've got The Exciting Escapades of Mr. Bean, which includes The Curse of Mr. Bean and Mr. Bean Goes to Town. So that's music and TV. Going back to that, Yes Minister. As I was mentioning, TV shows generally, or sitcoms I should say, of the 70s and 80s, maybe even into the 90s, only having 6 episodes. When they were released on VHS, they would release 3 episodes per tape, so you would have to buy 2 tapes to get a full series, and then after a while you might get a double set with both tapes in for the series, but it's very rarely they release them as a complete series on first release, at least back in the day on VHS. So that's probably why this is only 3 episodes. There's very possibly the other 3 episodes on a release somewhere from this series, or there just could be 3 random episodes. I'm not sure. This was a show that I absolutely not interested in growing up. But I've watched odd ones since then and enjoy it. Right, on to the movies. So this is a Philips CD video. Now I get confused about Philips CD video or CDI, because some movies for CDI were proprietary to CDI and they wouldn't play on any other video CD player. And at one time I did go through what I had at the time on my video CD player, see what would and wouldn't play. That was a few years ago now, and I honestly can't remember. I think the only one I do recall definitely not playing on my video CD player was Top Gun. But the rest I can't remember. But I suspect that having this sticker, the CDI digital video, might suggest that this is one that won't play anywhere other than on CDI, but I don't know that for sure. I honestly can't remember. Black Rain. I've just noticed that digital video on CD. Is that what that says? No, so one says video CD, one says digital video on CDI. So maybe it's the ones that say digital video on CDI. Oh, I'm getting confused now. So yeah, probably, I think it would make sense the ones that say video CD are compatible with most video CD, if not all video CD players, and the digital video on CDI are the ones that are only will only work on the CDI player. Again, I'm guessing. Alive, great movie, really enjoy that one. And this, I think, is the first of the foreign imports. I know some of these, I think, I know, and you can't put I know and I think in the same sentence. I think some of these, I don't know if this is one of them, come from Singapore. And I think, for the most part, the ones from Singapore are legit. Or Hong Kong, maybe not. But I remember them having the Star Wars set that I've got has a specific sticker on the back, and I'm sure it's from Singapore, and they are legit releases. But anyway, Barnyard. I've never seen that one. Beverly Hills Cop 3. Probably the I don't want to use the word worst, because it's not a bad film, but it's quite a few steps below the other two in quality, I think. Now I think this is where we start to, although we've got a I don't know, Birth with Nicole Kidman. Now a couple of these, when you actually pull them out the slipcover, and this is one of them, literally just case and discs. Now maybe that's how these were made. I suspected this might be not as legitimate as it might purport to be, but I'm actually not sure now, because it does have this what seems to be quite official holographic sticker on the back, so I don't know. Charlie Angel 2, Dream Team, a Martin Sheen, a film with Martin Sheen, I should say. A case between Charlie's Angels and Mission Impossible. A cross between, that makes more sense, doesn't it? A cross between Charlie's Angels and Mission Impossible. I remember looking this up on IMDb when I got this, because I'd never heard of it. And I assume there must have been a Charlie Angel 1, or just Charlie Angel. To this day, I've not watched this. I couldn't find, I can't remember whether there was, I'm sure there was a film on IMDb, but I honestly can't remember now whether there was, but I seem to remember looking on eBay and I couldn't find anything at the time. By the way, that was 19 pence out of the, what was it, not British Heart Foundation, Age UK. Clear and Present Danger, the sequel to Patriot Games, which is in here somewhere, but obviously under the P's. Cyborg 2 with Angelina Jolie. I do enjoy this movie a lot. I've got it on DVD as well. I wonder if there's a Blu-ray of this. I've got the first Cyborg on Blu-ray. I wonder if there's a Blu-ray for that movie. I wouldn't mind tracking that down if there is. Now, this is definitely suspect as far as legitimacy is concerned. Did you hear about the Morgans? It probably does say on there somewhere where it came from. It's actually in English, but again, there's a hologram. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Is it actually that? Is that Sony? That looks like, actually looks like a Sony logo. So who knows? It's just that this case screams bootleg to me. But yeah, I mean, it's a legitimate disc as far as I can see. What's next? Dr. No. I think the only James Bond movie I own on video CD. This is again a... Oh, why? I wonder why the rating is so small in the corner on these. But yeah, this is, I believe this is the only James Bond I own on VCD. The first one as well. The first Bond movie. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Looks like it's a universal release, but who knows? It seems legitimate enough. Yeah. Where does it come from? Does it say? There'll be somewhere in that very small writing that I would have to get really close to the camera to read. It might not even focus on it. I'm sure it says on there somewhere where it comes from. I can't see. Even with my glasses on, it looks a little too small. Maybe on the big TV once I play this back, I'll be able to see it. Yeah, I actually enjoy this movie. I really do. Forrest Gump. What can be said about Forrest Gump? It's an absolute masterpiece. I've zoomed in too far there. I need to zoom back out. There we go. Absolute masterpiece of a movie. I remember getting this on video CD not long after it came out. And it's a pain in the arse release to watch, because you have to watch it from start to finish. Because if you stop it at any point, it will take you back to the beginning. It won't save progress, and there's no chapters. And I found that out the hard way watching it one night well, I think watching it probably for the first time when I first got it. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. I think this is probably one of the most, if not the most, seen out in the wild video CDs. And you don't see that many video CDs out in the wild, but when I do, there's always one of these. Maybe they were given away free with the players. The Heart of CDI Home Cinema. I guess this is a tester, or a what's the word I'm looking for? Sampler. I think I bought this on eBay, but I've never watched it. The Hunt for Red October, another digital video on CDI, so possibly won't play on standard VCD player. I'll have to dig it out and set it back up again and test them all once again. I mean, I don't want to test them all, I just need to test the ones with Philips on them, because all the rest are just video CDs. This one, I was looking at, for the first time in a long time, I was looking on eBay just a few nights ago at video CDs, and I very nearly bought this. I had completely forgotten that I already had it. So this is a couple of random episodes of Jeeves and Wooster. Absolutely brilliant series from the early 90s, possibly even the late 80s. But I think it started in 1990. I adore this show. It was so much fun. Yeah, just 2 random episodes. I actually did a search. I couldn't find a single other release of Jeeves and Wooster on VCD. The Craze, another great movie with the Kemp brothers playing the Craze. From Spandau Ballet to the Craze. The Lawnmower Man. This film really looks dated now. It's still an enjoyable movie, and it's another one I wouldn't mind finding on Blu-ray just to see how terrible the special effects actually look on in high definition. But yeah, a good film. Maid of Honor. This is another one that's possibly questionable. I quite like that though. Like a digipack. Yeah, I mean, it's well made, but I don't know if it's, I mean, again, it's got what looks like an official label on the back. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Man of the Year with Robin Williams. I don't think I've ever seen this. I wonder if it had a different name, because I don't even remember I don't even, to be honest, I don't remember buying it, but it would have been in with a bunch of these foreign imports that I bought from the YMCA a year or so ago. But yeah, I don't even remember the movie, hearing of the movie. Meet Joe Black. I have this on HD DVD, I believe. Again, this is a foreign one. Even though it's got a UK 12 certificate on the back there, it's not. It's got, I'm sure this is one of the Singapore labels that I've seen before, or something very similar. But at some point, someone's put a 12 certificate sticker. I don't know how legit. I don't know if this is a 12 certificate movie or not. Do I have this on Blu-ray? I'm not entirely sure, actually. Monster House, again, this is one I have on Blu-ray for definite, because I have it in 3D. Similar packaging to that Maid of Honor. Yeah, it's not a bad film. I'm not overly impressed with the animation, but yeah, it's not a bad film. My Super Ex-Girlfriend, I really do enjoy this one. This I do own on Blu-ray, and I think it's out of print now. Or it went out of print, at least at one point. Whether it's been reissued, I don't know. Again, it's a foreign one. It's got a fairly legit looking sticker on the back, so who knows. Another digital video on CDI. Naked Gun 2.5. The Smell of Fear. I saw the first two of these in the cinema. The third one I didn't, but they're all a lot of fun. One Deadly Summer. I can't remember much about this one, other than Isabella Gianni was in it, which is the reason why I bought it in the first place. And it's unfortunately subtitled. There's no, as far as I'm aware, there's no English dub. Open Season, another one I think that's, oh no, it's another one that's like a digipack. This is a UK release. The Outlaw, this one I remember buying this one on eBay a few years ago. U Certificate, a Western. I still haven't watched it. Patriot Games, digital video on CDI. These CDI ones are all 2 discs. In fact, I think all the movies are at least 2 discs. Star Trek Wrath of Khan, or Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan. I've got a few of these, but I don't have the entire, I mean, the entire collection isn't on VCD, but the first 7 movies were. I don't know if Generations definitely, I might even have it here, Generations definitely did. After that, I'm not sure, I think VCD had probably died in the UK by the time First Contact came out. Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. I want to say my favourite of the original series movies. I saw this in the cinema a few times. I guess it's probably the time travel element that's hooked me in the most. Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. Oddly enough, this is a digital video on CDI. Those other two are just video CDs. And then, yeah, Generations. I enjoyed that one as well. I know a lot of people don't think that's as good a movie as some of them. It's probably not it's definitely not the best of the Next Generation movies, but I still enjoy it. Swordfish, again another one where you know what, it actually doesn't look awful. I don't know why they've put it in this such a big case for only 2 discs. Takes up too much space. Yeah, I mean, if it's got 3 or 4 discs, fair enough, but not 2. Romeo and Juliet. This is looks like a Chinese one, or maybe Korean actually. I'm not sure. Chinese maybe. But at least the case inside has got artwork in it, and that's actually quite a professional looking disc. That doesn't look like it's been printed on a computer printer. Again, a film I've never seen this copy, but I have watched it one time. I have absolutely no desire to sit through that again at all. Taking Lives, once again, an Angelina Jolie movie. I enjoyed this one. Again, I have it on HD DVD. And again, this is a 2-disc movie with no artwork inside in a big case. Bootleg? I don't know. More Angelina Jolie. I didn't realise I had this many Angelina Jolie movies on video CD. Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Fear. Now, if this is a foreign import, some of this movie is subtitled, because there's a scene in, I think in China, where she's speaking to locals in Chinese, I'm assuming, and so that's subtitled in English. I have a copy of this on HD DVD from Germany, and there are no English subtitles on that for that section, or actually at all on that disc. So for that section, you don't get to see what's been said on that version. And I wonder if the same can be said for this one. But I do have the Blu-ray, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's probably definitive then, because I remember that this one wouldn't play on the video CD player that I own, and this is a digital video on CD, so I'm going to make an assumption that all the ones that say digital video on CD are the ones that won't play on are the ones that will only play on a Philips CDI. Transformers, legitimate or not? I mean, that does look like a Paramount disc, to be fair. That solid grey colour. Getting to the end, we've got a couple more of these. I mean, again, at least one of these is Sony. I'm not sure. No, the other one isn't. It's one of these weird cases. The Ugly Truth. This one doesn't appear to have the hologram on it unless it's on the back. No. Oh no, never seen it. Honestly, no interest. Same with this one, Woman on Top. Does have a hologram. This is a 20th Century Fox, if we can zoom in on that. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's probably more good ones than bad ones in there, to be fair. But yeah, that is my entire video CD collection. I wasn't counting, so I actually don't know how many there are. And I'm lying, it's not. I've just realised. Not intentionally lying, but yeah, there are more. There are more. There is more. Okay, finally, the last two. I don't keep these on the same shelf as my the rest of my video CDs for obvious reasons. So the Star Wars trilogy, this is a legitimate release. I'm fairly certain it's from Singapore. Or is it Malaysia? It could actually be Malaysia, now I think about it. Somebody has put UK certificates on this to, I guess, to sell it in a shop in the UK at some point. Yeah, now I'm actually thinking about it. I suspect this might be from Malaysia rather than Singapore. One or the other, very likely, but it is a legitimate release. If I can get it open. So inside we've just got 3 normal CD cases, double disc, as all the other video CDs, per movie. You've got A New Hope, or Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Yeah, unfortunately the box, and it seems to be with all of this, I've had 3 copies or 4 copies of this over the years, and every single one, the boxes just don't, I guess they just don't travel, even well wrapped, they just get crushed. This set, I don't get how this set, why they put this set together like this. So you've got the Phantom Menace, which is literally the height of 2 CDs, and that's because when you open it up, it's got 2 CDs, 2 separate CDs. One's upside down by the looks of it. Yeah, and they just literally fall out. I mean, whose idea was that? It's got to be the worst packaging I've ever seen. And again, this card, which you can see as the light bounces off it, is quite bent and bruised over the years. I believe that's all in English. Yep, it is. So yeah, you've got a single disc in each one of these. That's disc 2, and that's disc 1. And even though the print on that doesn't look the best, again, I know for certain these are legitimate releases. So there we go. Now that is my entire video CD collection. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do still intend to do the network collection that I own. I'm still trying to find one, but I don't know what's happened to it. But I'm going to end up doing that video without it, I think. Well, I'm going to have to, because I have no idea where it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ra.